And in 2013, somebody also introduced me to crypto. That was my first time when I ventured into the online space. And I discovered how easy it was for me to make money than hawking products. And since that day to today, I learned how to work smart rather than working hard. If working hard was paying as much as the energy put in working hard, I think all these truck pushers, all these farmers, all these people that do hard labor would have been the richest. Am I communicating? Yes, sir. But in life, I discovered that it's not about working hard. It's about what? Working smart. So since I knew that, I have been doing everything possible to impact lives, to share my story for people who care to listen. Right? So I started the online space. But I was so, when you discover something new, you want to do it with all enthusiasm, right? Yeah. I launched in without even looking at whether there is a pothole or there are some obstacles on the way. But along the line, I learned a lot of how it can work, right? Like Thomas Edison said, when he was asked how many times he failed in trying to create electric bulbs, what was his reply, if anybody knows? Did he say he failed? No. He said what? He learned how to do it. Somebody is not answering me. No. He learned how it couldn't work. He learned more ways how it couldn't work, not like he failed. So in the experience I've had so far, I had learned many different ways how it couldn't work. I didn't fail, but in some ways it was failure. There are some kind of things that you pass through, you say, had I known. Or I can't lie to you, on a platform I lost over 500 million and I made that money through the online too. And I saw like, this is going to give me more money, I was just pumping it back until the day I woke up and the system was saying 404. And that was when I realized there are some ways it couldn't work. So we are talking based on experience. And before the COVID-19, I had discovered also a talent I had in me, which is speaking. I used to be very shy, right? Very, very shy. In a hall like this, I always be at the extreme and I will always be hiding my head so they don't mistakenly say, please, can you stand up? But since I discovered that anytime I open my mouth and speak, money enters my pocket, what happened? I became a parrot automatically. I talk to who cares to listen. And anytime I enter even a bus, a flight, wherever I am, I always like to sit beside somebody so I will have time to discuss, and before you know, I've already started talking about the opportunities I can share with them. So along the line, I made a lot of business partners, both locally and internationally. And when they discovered my talent too of teaching, I was invited abroad, all expenses paid, to tour many countries to teach people. Both the Oyibo, they had to learn from me, from the little knowledge I've acquired with time. So I found out now that I could also do motivational talks. So I was also traveling as motivational speaker. People pay to attend my events abroad. And the good news is that everybody who cared to listen and take action, many of them are making money today. I have one of my event planner in Philippines. He's a Filipino. He organized some of my events in the Philippines. And as an organizer, they always stay outside or they just hang around to see that the hall is okay. People are just like ushers. But while he was there, he was also listening. And there was something I said, I can't even remember what I said, but there was a time he sponsored my trip to Tanzania. And on getting there, he told me, do you know this is part of fruit of your teachings? I listened to you during one of those your events, and there was something you said that I practiced it, and today my life has completely changed. He's now a millionaire in dollar. He has bought properties in Dubai, but this is somebody that used to do little event for $100, $200 for a living. So anybody can learn. Even somebody that is just hanging out there can pick something from what is being taught, take it serious, and their lives change. So your coming here is not in vain. You're sacrificing your time to come. Please pay attention to whatever is being taught. Look at where you can fit in. Take, no matter how little it is, take that bold step, jump in, take a share of whatever is being presented as opportunity, and follow instruction and see if A is doing it and succeeding and you do it the same way, there is no how you will not communicate the same result. Am I communicating? So this is the only way up and steadily up, is to take action and walk towards it. The story is too long. I don't want to go into full details, but your income is based on what you decide to do. Nobody can force you unless you are thirsty. If you are very, very thirsty and hungry, you will definitely get it. You will definitely get it. And among these opportunities that I came across, because of past failures, because of past experience of a lot of failures, or coming across a lot of wrong companies, it gave us the experience or that lesson to know how to identify good ones when we come across. And when I came across this opportunity called Zenith Safi, that was 2 years ago plus. It's over 2 years now that I joined, and I knew exactly this was that opportunity. For as many that are willing to have a long-term business, a lot of people that started with us, they've left the business, they jumped to other platforms, and they are all coming back. Do you know why? Most of those platforms they jumped into, they are nowhere to be found today. But when we tell them out of experience, please stay here. This place is a good place. At times, somebody will not know the value of what he or she has until that value is gone, until that thing is taken from that person. So a lot of them left, but they are all coming back. Because what? They've realized now that, indeed, this company is a great one. To my very little humble beginning with this company, for the past 2 years plus, I have a little community in my team of about 12,000 members. And I only started by doing what? By posting it on my social media platform, because most of the team members I've worked with in previous companies, when I shared the opportunity with them, they were just like, no, they have something more better. So I discovered the best thing is to start building from afresh. Where do I get these new people? I can categorically tell you that your friends, your closest people, your family members will be the first people to tell you that this thing is not good, it will not work. And they are the people that can easily bring you are venturing in something very good, and they will be the ones to tell you how unsuccessful you will be in this thing. They will discourage you, and if you are the type that is listening and accepting, are they the ones paying your bills? Right. So if they tell you it can't work, this is what I do. If somebody tells me this thing cannot work, I will do it in such a way that it must work, and I will prove that person wrong. So what I did is I ventured online. I started creating new friends. I'm just giving you some little secrets of how I do it. And if you do it the same way, you can get the same result. You might not be a social media person, but start learning. Start learning how to do it. What I did, some of my little secrets, I went to all these business groups on Facebook. Right? If you go to Facebook, just do search. Port Harcourt business people, Ibadan Business Association, you will just go and add yourself to that. They will admit you in it's business groups. Then start looking at people that are very active in those groups, who are very business-minded people, posting all the time, updating. Make friends with such people. Those are the people you need if you want to grow in business. Make friends with business people. people that seek opportunities, that like opportunities. That is how I started building my social media page. Filled with people of like minds. I started deleting all those family and friends that are always discouraging me, not adding value to my life. I started deleting them from my, from my contacts. Okay, if you miss me, call me and we say hello and we greet. But anybody that is not going my direction, I started. There's a time you yourself, you will sit and you start thinking, what are these people adding to my life? Start deleting them. Start adding contacts that will help you. Then by the time you post something, because they are your friends, they will see it. And that was how I posted. One of my biggest team in Zenith Safi today has about 8,000 team members. And I've never met this person. It was from my post on social media. And this person was my friend in one of the French countries, because I also search in different countries, business groups. I add myself, both French and English. So that was how I built my international forum and locally. So I make friends around the world. As I posted that Zenith Safi that time, it's only one sentence I posted. What if I teach you how to be manufacturing your own cryptocurrency, withdraw to cash and spend? Will you be interested? Come and see my inbox. Come and see my inbox. This is a sales pitch. You can use it for this very business. It will work. So the person contacted me inbox, and he's a priest. He's somewhere in is it Congo? He contacted me that, please tell me more about this business, and I told him he just bought 400 euro pack. And he told his younger brother, he said he's a priest, he doesn't have time for marketing, but he wants me to groom his younger brother. His younger brother too is not a marketer. Immediately I told the younger brother about it. I said, do you know anybody that is into network marketing? He said yes. Before I knew it, he brought me one person. And when I spoke with the person, today the person is one of my biggest leaders in my team. I have never met any of them. But through this creating friends on social media, I was able to come across these people. These are not of my family members. These are not all the close friends that will not add meaning to my life. These are total strangers. And your wealth lies in the hands of total strangers. And the same thing continued with the other team members I got. It was when some of my friends and close people started hearing my ranks, I was hitting ranks, I was advancing. They now came to me that, what is that business? I said, it's the same business I've told you about before, and you say it can't work. And it's working. Some of them say, okay, let me try. They just put small money and they go and sleep. And they are expecting me to be getting downlines for them, because you can imagine, you are a leader, you have to give me downline. What mentality? If I have to rely on my own upline, I will never get something. Are you getting my point? So these are part of the things you can do. Get new people. Speak to people, total strangers you meet on the road. You can create friends with them, and then after you start talking business, and then before you know it, your life will change. So briefly, that is how I got to where I am today, and I believe anybody can do it if I could do it. So I want to invite our ambassador on stage to come and present our business to us for the day, and thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.